Okay, I'm going to do number 10 for you on your worksheet. It's of dividing mixed numbers. Each class had different problems to do, so make sure you follow what your class had to do. So on number 10, it is written 4 1/3 divided by 3 9/10. So the first thing I notice is both of these are mixed numbers. So I want to change them to improper. So in order to do that, I have to multiply the denominator by the whole number, add the numerator, and put it all over my denominator. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 1 is 13 over 3. I'm going to multiply 10 times 3, which is 30, plus 9 is 39 over 10. So that's what I do first. Now I'm going to follow my division rules, which is your KCF. So hopefully you remember the KCF. Keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep the first one. I'm going to change division to multiplication, and I'm going to flip my second fraction there. So now I have 13/3 times 10/39. Now I'm going to try to simplify before I multiply. You don't have to, but it will make it easier. So if I try to simplify before I multiply, I want to look at my cross products here. And I want to find out what goes into 3 and 10 besides 1. Well, 3 is a prime number, so nothing goes into 3 and 10 besides 1. I'm going to look at 13 and 39, and I want to see what goes into 13 and 39 besides 1. Well, the only thing besides 1 that would go into 13 and 39 is 13. So 13 will go into 13 one time. 13 will go into 39 3 times. So now I got a little bit simpler, so I can multiply it out. So I'm going to say 1 times 10, 3 times 3. Well, 1 times 10 is 10. 3 times 3 is 9. And that's an improper. So 9 would go into 1 0 times. 9 would go into 10 one time with 1 left over. So my answer to this problem is 1 1/9. I'm going to do the same problem again. So I have my 13/3 divided by 39/10. But this time I'm not going to try and simplify it. So I'm going to do my steps. Keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep the first one, change to multiplication, and flip the second one. But this time I'm just going to multiply out so that I can show you how it's easier if you simplify first. So first I'm going to multiply 13 times 10, which is 130. And now I'm going to multiply 3 times 39, which is 117. Now, 130 over 117 is correct, but I do have to simplify it. So 130 is my dividend. 117 is my divisor. And I'm going to divide it out. 117 does not go into 1. 117 does not go into 13. 117 will go into 130 one time. I have to subtract, so I have to borrow. So when I get this problem, I get 1 13 over 117. And that's a very big number, and believe it or not, it is not simplified. So I have to think about what will go into 13 and 117. And since 13 is a prime number, the only thing it's going to go into is 1 and 13. So I'm going to divide by 13, divide by 13. And when I do that, I get my answer 1 1/9. So I get the same answer. I just think this is a little bit harder, so it'll be easier if you simplify first.